Okay, so we want to obviously get rid of this sphere. We want to plug in our geometry. Okay, that's probably too many points, so let's change this to, first of all, let's change the particle separation to 0.05 and change this to surface scatter, since, you know, it's pretty much on the surface that we want everything. Okay, and so we've got 1,400,000 points, that's okay. And then in the noise, let's visualize the density. There we go. So first of all, I can see that the scale is too small, the element size. So if we come to the element size there, I'm going to push this up. Maybe bigger again. 3, something like that. Nice big kind of blotches, right? Let's make it rougher, break it up, and the animation, I want to turn the animation off. I don't want it to be moving across the surface. It wouldn't make sense, really. Okay, so that's fine there. In the rasterize, so this, remember, we'll convert those attributes into volumes. So we've got that there. Whoops. Kind of something weird going on with the lighting there. Just leave it on unshadowed, right? So we've got this, the voxel size is controlled automatically, is linked up to the density here. So the particle separation and the particle scale are multiplied and then divided by 4, right? That gives us 0.25, excuse me. And then we got this set to 0.02 right now. I'm going to push that up to, well, let's just do it all the way to 0.1 to start, right? So with this, let me press escape on that. What we'll get is dust being emitted, you know, from here on every frame, and we don't want that. You know, we want the dust really just initially at the beginning of the explosion, and we want it to go away. So in the sourcing, so for both density and temperature, I want them to turn off after a couple of frames. So here we've got the scale, so you know that's just a multiplier. I'm going to set this to be $f minus 2. Sorry, is less than 2. So what that says is when the frame number is less than 2 off, so it would be 1 until frame 3 or 2, I think, and then it will basically turn off the density. So let me just set this to manual for now. We'll do the same thing for the temperature. Okay, and let's see. So that should be it. Let me just, that's got an error there for some reason. Oh, I've set it to manual, haven't I? So let's auto update this. Maybe we can cache it here because those points take a while. So let's drop a file cache here. Save current frame. And we've got, let's do nuke sim dust emitter. Okay, load that. Okay, let's try simming a few frames. You can see there nothing much happening. It's just kind of evaporating away. It looks pretty slow, but that's only because we're only at 30 frames, so that, you know, it's about a second in. So that doesn't really make sense to dust for me in terms of dust. So if we go into the solving and then shape, I'm just going to turn off the dissipation. Disturbance, I want to push that up so we get a bit of noise, and also I want to add some turbulence. Let's see if we can see that. You can see it kind of getting broken up there. Okay. So obviously we want to bring in the house as a collider and some velocity. We want to bring some velocity into this. So we'll take a look at, we'll look at bringing in velocity in the next video, I think.